everybody, Mama Oi here. I'm sorry for the long wait and an update. I lost my login and it took 3 years to find it. Mommy brain. So I'm gonna make a quick video about sleep schedules. I remember trying to figure it out by reading blogs, and I was watching videos, and I just got so confused because there's way too much information. I wish people just made things simple. I'm gonna share what worked for me. I found it to be very simple, and my kids were complete opposite. I had a colic baby for 18 months, and then I had a dream baby, and it worked for both of them. So the first thing you wanna do is have your baby tell you when they're tired. So for a week, just dedicate it to following their cues, and you're gonna start to notice a pattern. They start to get tired around the same times. That is your sleep schedule. For example, both of my kids are pretty much the same. Let's say on a good day, they wake up at 7, and then they get tired around 9:30, and that's their morning nap. And then they have their afternoon nap, which tends to fall around 1 o'clock. Works out great when my oldest is in school, because by the time I drop her off and come home, it's the morning nap and mommy's nap. And then at the afternoon, when she wakes up, it's time to pick up my daughter. So it works out great. Now, the night sleeping is a bit more difficult. So I did the cried out method, and that's what worked for me. I know there's a lot of shame with that, but honestly, my kids are great sleepers and they have a lovely life. They are not stressed, they're happy. So for my first, because she was colic, I was so used to her cries, so it wasn't that painful to do. My youngest one was a different story, so let me just say with my first. So I put her to bed, and you're not supposed to be going in there whenever they cry because they smell you. So if they smell you and see you, they start to get they start to think, oh, if I cry, then mommy's gonna come in. So I would send daddy. So we used to call it daddy disappointment because she wants mommy but got daddy. So daddy disappointment would take over at night, and it would take it also took about 3 days. Sorry, my daughter's making a lot of noise. So people would tell me, well, like, what if there's something wrong? Well, there's different cries, and I'm sure you know that. You have the stressed out cry, the whining cry, the I want mommy cry. Like, there's so many different cries. And so you just go with that. I don't completely ignore her. If I hear a stressed out cry, I'll go in and see what's going on. Now, my youngest was a dream baby. And what I say about that was that she's just so cuddly, and she's so good to me and so nice to me. And so I struggled with the thought of having her cried out. When she was 8 months, my husband's like, we should get her to sleep in her room, in the crib. And I just wasn't ready. I didn't think my heart could control itself if I heard her cry. But what happened was she was going through a sleep regression. And after 2 nights of her crying all night, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get her to sleep. I remember, like, I was just tingling because I was just so stressed out and so upset and so tired. And all I could think of is I had to drop off my oldest at school. I had to entertain my oldest. I had to take care of my oldest. How am I gonna do it with no sleep? So on the 3rd day of sleep regression, I got so fed up. I put her in the room, closed the door, made sure she was fed and everything, and I just went to sleep. I put my earplugs on and just went to sleep. And she was pretty much sleep trained after that. She only cried for about half an hour. So it was not as bad as I thought, and I love it. So I hope this video helps you out. Like, it's really, we make things out to be more difficult than it really has to be.